All right, YouTube. Today or tonight, we're coming at you with Felix Rodriguez's top 32 Blue Eyes deck list. There's his invite, and I guess we should just get started.
Before I give any before we get to this deck list, I want to just give a quick few shout outs. I'd also like to state for the record I didn't have any help. I have no teammates. They're pretty useless people. I want to give a shout out to my mom for giving birth to me. I also want to give a quick shout out to my dad for fucking my mom and leaving her. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them too. But and also some real shit though. Like I had a really good testing group. My boy Tyler helped me test the deck a lot. My boy Ben Vinil de Jesus.
We out here.
Play tested with me pretty much almost every day. So let's just get to it. I run 3 Blue Eyes alternative, pretty standard. Doesn't get anything less than that. I run 3 Blue Eyes, signed by a bunch of goons, the hooligans. 2 Spirits. I only run it to 1 to run, but my boy Tyler just constantly telling me I have to run 2. So I just gave in and ran it. And I run Master now, so there's like dumb combos you could do with it.
So you felt like 2 was the right move?
I never like seeing this card, but if you draw into it, at least you have the other one in your deck, and you run 3 Desires. So that's the reason why I ran it, and that's the reason why Tyler made me run 3. I run 3 Sage. You're running any less than 3, you're bad. I don't see why you would run in less than this, so it's the correct ratios. 1 Master. It's a good card. The only reason I run this card is because I run 2 tech cards, and it lets you it lets you just go into really dumb plays. So that's why I ran this guy. The normal summon was completely irrelevant the whole tournament. I actually never summoned Sage, not once that whole entire tournament. So that didn't even matter.
Wow.
I run 3 Ancients and the 1 White Stone, pretty standard. Pretty busted effects, free summons, free cards. I main deck 2 Gamma Seals, just because whether they made me go first or second, it didn't really matter because this is a trading target, but I want to go second anyways. So the whole idea behind it is they go second, whether you're playing against Metal Foes or that stupid fucking Herald deck. They make a board, you make this, get over Chaos Max for free. Just any monster you have, Beatrice, just say fuck it. Hold this Gamma Seal and I'll get OTK'd. So just deal with any boss monster, and these are the 2 cards I was talking about. Arc Brave 1 Goliath. So you pretty much just make Cypher, steal the monster, make Dark Matter, send these cards to the graveyard, standby phase, their turn, or summon Goliath. Now you use the Floodgate in at the game, while also taking their Exceed. And it just makes going to Dark Matter just that much worth it, so that's what I pretty much did the entire tournament. I won the 1 Globe Bulb, free Crystal Wings, which I never made. The 1 Tech, Fabled Cat Sith. This is pretty much it's a staple in the deck now, outside the Floodgates. The 3 of Hand Traps, 2 Maxis, 1 Veiler. This isn't that great, this format, but in the Blue Eyes deck you run it just because you can search it off Sage. That's all the monsters.
And how did you feel the the main deck? How did you feel like that was?
I think the monster lineup was correct. Like I said, the only thing I probably would have wanted to cut is the 1 Spirit, just because I drew it too often, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh, that's awesome. Alright, so we're getting into the side deck now?
No, we're going to go into spells right now.
Ooh.
So you run 3 Melodies. I've seen a lot of people run 2, or say, oh, I should have ran 2. I think they're dumb. There's no point. You run this card, you open this, you win. You run the 3 Desires, that bank breaker. 3 trade-ins, 3 returns, nothing new. Just the standard. I run 1 Silver's Cry, a Soul Charge, Dragon Shrine, Foolish, 1 for 1 to grab my Glow Up or extend my plays, and 2 Twin Twisters and the Vanities. This is the best card. You open this and it just blows out any game. I think this card should be banned. So that's it for the main deck. It's a 45 card main deck if you guys were counting along.
And do you think that that's a good number for Desires? For Desires Blue Eyes?
I honestly wanted to cut it down to 40, but I just felt like every single card in here was necessary. And there was just no point in like cutting anything. Like, I think that just the deck performed well. I went X2-1, tying in my second last round game, and I lost. My both losses were to Minerva Sworn, which I wasn't apparently prepared for.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, so I mean, 2 back-to-back Minerva Sworns. I don't know much to do, but let's get into the extra deck. I run 1 Ancient Fairy, one Black Rose, Moonlight, 1 Michael, 1 Stardust Spark, 1 Crystal Wing, 2 Spirit Dragons, and an Azure Ice. That's it for the Synchros. The entire tournament, like the only ones I went into really were these 3. I did not make any of these, in all honesty. These are just the only ones I needed for all the matchups I played today.
All right, awesome. And is there any of those 5 that you would switch out? Or?
No, you would keep these just because it's just the standard. Like, maybe I might switch Spark, but I mean, if you can make him for free with vanities, like, you just protect your vanities, so that's really good. And usually, if they open up a Twin Twister and you have this already, they're losing if they can't out it. That's it for the Synchros. For the XYZs, I played the Sylvan guy. He's trash. Never went into him. I don't know. I might as well have been playing a 14-card extra deck. I play Felgran. Never made him. Never made Hardbringer. These are the only guys I used all day. The Galaxy Engine. Discarded the Nuts. Just because, again, when you make him, you send Arg Brave Goliath and an Ancient Stone. And you end up with like 3 to 4 monsters on the board for free. So it was really well.
All right. So what do you think you would switch that 15th shitty Exceed for?
I don't know. I'd probably just run that Numeron card, the one that if you control no monsters, you can just take control of your opponent's dragon. It pretty much just owns the mirror match, and if they have a Cipher, you take their Cipher, and then their Cipher takes another card, and then you just get free Exceeds.
Yeah, that's savage.
But, I mean, I run Gamma Seal, so going second for them, though, in the mirror match isn't a big deal. So,
right.
This is the side deck. I run 1 Dante for Cherries. I mean, you auto-win this matchup for the most part. Cherries just makes it so they can't even play. So that's really free. 1 Twin Twister. Never really sided in the third one. It was just there in case I went against the Mice decks, which I didn't. All I faced was Blue Eyes and Minerva Sworn. And one Pendulum deck. And it was Performer Pal like Magiceptors. I run 3 board wipes. Just because in the mirror match, you go second. You do this, they try to change your eyes, and then that's just incorrect. They just lose unless they have return. The second Veiler and the Ghost Ogre. I wish this was the third Veiler. Just because against Minerva Sworn, like my only 2 losses. If I would have opened up a Veiler on to Veiler their Fairy Tale or their Goblin Bird, I would have been in a better state, but I just couldn't draw this card. Ghost Ogre put no work in today. I barely even sided this. Crocamaru Drago just auto-win those light and dark matchups. 3 Cherries for the Mirror. And BA since I sided Dante. And 3 Anti-Spells. Pretty self-explanatory. Any spell decks, Pendulums, just auto-win. Or set them back a turn. And you run such big beat sticks that chances are you can just OTK them the next turn.
Nice.
That's my list. There really isn't much I'd change about it. I think I played really well today, and there's only a few things that I probably think I would have done differently, at least play wise.
All right. So Felix, is there anything else that you want to tell people who might be thinking about playing the deck, especially with the format changing in like 3 weeks?
I mean, with the release of ABCs, I think Blue Eyes is still a really big contender. I mean, ABCs is a really good deck. I just think it's a little too hype behind it. With the Galaxy Soldier engine falling out of favor within the deck and it being more a rank 4 deck, I think everyone should actually just start maining Gamma Seals or just any kaiju, just because it's going to force them to shotgun their boss monster and just go to 3. But if you're playing Blue Eyes, they can't even do that. if you have your spirit out before they even get to do so, because they obviously can only special summon one monster at a time. But yeah, I mean, just main deck in Kaiju is just gonna become just the standard coming out through all the formats. Just because turn one, everyone wants to summon their boss monster. And if you can out their boss monster, then you pretty much are just winning the game and ahead of the curve.
Definitely. And what would you say was probably the best card of the day?
Best card of the day has to be Gamma Seal. Has to be. Every single game I opened them myself, I felt myself winning. Especially against the Pendulum guy. I decided to go second. Didn't know what he was playing. He goes first turn Kieran. I special my Gamma Seal and just continue to just to pop off. And I went from stealing my Gamma Seal back and to going into Dark Matter right after, and pretty much just making a 4-mage Goliath, locking on out of his extra deck, which was just really crucial into pretty much getting the game 1 win. And then sadly we ended up drawing because he just wasn't the fastest player. You know, I mean, we had a good match and all. He just wasn't that fast of a player.
All right, well, that was the Blue Eyes deck, and this is Felix Rodriguez, second top in just about a month. So this is it from Go Gaming, and we'll see you guys soon with another deck profile.